Hello and welcome to another Guardians of Wilt-Shire video. I'm your host Dewi and this is my hobby vlog number 7, I think. And I've taken a big wild swing away from the Serpent Riders that I was doing. As you can see, I have the 8 Knights of Dol Amroth in Dettol, and shields are just going in now. And I have my 8 men-at-arms here. I have another 4 still on sprue, and I'm going to prepare these for the Into the West tournament in Cardiff. The aim is to repaint my Dol Amroth and my man-at-arms for the tournament. I took a very similar force last year. I'm changing up a bit the warband compositions, and I'm going to drop 2 Blackroot Veils for 2 men-at-arms. So I have 10 men-at-arms, 6 Blackroots, and various Swan Knights, along with Imrahil. It's a 450 point tournament held in Cardiff with Alistair and Matt King. So the aim is to get them done. These are going to have a respray and a repaint, because I've recently bought a lot of new brushes, and which you can see there, Games Workshop brushes. I've been watching a lot of Warhammer TV and really liked all their styles and how they're doing everything. And I've also bought some gloss shade for the for armour, and I'm going to dry brush armour instead of just flat highlighting it. So the plan is to get these up to a high standard and put them on new bases, new wooden bases, because you can see they're still on the plastic slaughter bases. That's the aim. The tournament is on the 28th, so I've got about 4 weeks, because it's the 1st today. Happy New Year to you all. So the aim is to get these done and get the men-at-arms off and on longer pegs so I can paint all underneath them and everything. So you join me back, and I've managed to clean up all the 4 men-at-arms that were still on sprue. I've had these guys for ages. I've just never got around to putting them together. But I thought as I need an extra 2 men-at-arms for the Into the West, I would actually get them out and get them all based up again, and all ready. I think I'm going to do a grassy Pelennor-ish base for these guys. And I want to make the metal really pop, especially on these Finecast ones. I've chucked Imrahil in the bath as well. You can see him in the middle there, because I want to get him done. I've got 1 really bendy spear, the rest looking pretty straight, and I've got a heat gun that I can use to straighten them out, and I might straighten out some of the old ones as well. The casts themselves, they all seem pretty good. A few minor bubbles, but nothing major. I'm not fussed about Finecast at all, to be honest. I think it can be a pretty good material, pretty safe. And these ones actually been really good. I've got 12 Guards of the Fountain Court as well, and they are all pretty damn good as well. So now it's just a case of gluing these all together, making sure they've got some kind of struts in their feet so I can get painting to them, and then undercoating them, which I think I'll do tomorrow morning. So now you can see I have drilled holes in the 4 that needed, and I've inserted new support sticks into the other 8, and I've glued them all into my spraying stick just so they won't fall out at all, and I can get all around them. So I'm just going to spray these black and then with lead belcher. So you join me after quite a productive period. I think you would have seen them on the spraying stick. I've sprayed them black with Chaos Black, and then I sprayed them lead belcher, And then after watching Warhammer TV and realising to thin paints and to get a more consistent colour, I put Ironbreaker over them all, and then with a non-oil gloss wash. And now I'm in the process of dry brushing the armour, which I haven't done in ages. And on these guys, it's a lot easier to do than picking out individual panels and whatever. So as you can see, the guys at the back are slightly shinier, slightly brighter. And that's because of the Runefang Steel dry brush. The 6 guys at the front haven't had that yet. After that, I think I'm gonna go and do each bit individually, because before I would do the all the base colours and then generally a wash of the same colour over the whole model. And I'm going to try and change it up with these. So I'm going to get all the armour done, all the silver armour done, then probably do the gold trim, and then work on the cloth last. That's going to be the plan, because the cloth I want to be quite a bright white, to really try and help impact the model. And then a Rhinox hide on the leather, and probably a Mornfang, or maybe Rhinox on the pike itself. So I come back in with everything dry brushed Runefang Steel, and then you can see I've just gone over all the chainmail again with the non-oil gloss, just a light coat of it, just so it gives a little difference between the plate armor and the chainmail, because in my mind, chainmail's always been slightly darker, and you can definitely see it. And I do like the effect it's given so far, and I think, like with all models, once you get the face all painted, it really brings the model to life. So I think that's what I'm going to do next, because there's only the faces that need doing, not the hands, nowhere else. And then I might start on the black. So let's bring you up to date with what I've done. I have, since the last time, the gold is finished. It was Retributor armor, Reichland Fleche gloss, a bit more Retributor, and then Liberator gold, just for a little bit. The pikes have had Eshian grey on them twice, so it's a nice strong colour, and then a wash of non-oil, the normal one. All the bits that are going to be painted white I have based with Mechanica Standard Grey. I'm next going to do them Orthon Grey, try and get 2 coats on it, so quite vivid. Then I think I might Dragonov Nightshade it for a bit of blue to go with the Dull Amroth, and then Orthon Grey and White Scar to finish off, just for that real brightness. And I'm going to do, if I can get one and show you without breaking them all, the wings on the front, the swan on the helmet, if I can show you, swan on the helmet, and then obviously the sash. That's all, and then I think that's them finished. I've just got to do the spear tips. I left them just in case, and that's all I need to do. And then obviously you need to base them all up, and then I'll be moving on to these guys. So hopefully I can get up to the shading point on the white swan features tonight. And finally we come back in after about 3 or 4 hours work, and you can see some of them have got a bluish tint to their heraldry and their cloth, and these guys are white. I tried one with pure Dragonov Nightshade, and going up to white, and I didn't like the look of it. The creases were far too dark. So and you were trying to miss some details. So if you can see on this guy, if it will focus, I much prefer this, and it's a blue tint to it, to match the Dol Amroth, and it's a mix of Dragonhof Nightshade, Lamian Medium, which is the first time I've used it, and I'm really happy with the outcome. So I've simply done this kind of effect, and then used White Scar to pick it all out and pick out the feathers on the swans and all of that. I literally, on these guys now, I just got to finish the white on all the others, do the eyes, and do some of the beards. Apart from that, they are all done, and I can then move on to my night. So you join me back at the end of the long and arduous task of painting the white. It's not quite pristine, but it's got quite a nice blue tint to it. So as far as I'm aware, these are finished and ready for Into the West. I've got to base them. I've got a flock machine on the way, which I got with some Christmas money. It's to make the static grass really stand on end. It's one that James Collard, Brushstroke, uses. Me and him had a brief discussion, and he said it was excellent. I've got to base them up, and I've just got to do the spear tips, the pike tips, which I'll do once they're all based up, because then I got a little bit more movement with the actual figure. So I hope you enjoyed my hobby vlog this week. It's been a productive one. Got these guys from sprue to finished, and I've just got some Knights of Dol Amroth to do. I'm probably going to do them in a batch of 12 again, because I found it pretty simple and pretty quick, to be fair. So I hope you like what you've seen. Please comment, like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.